Hello, everybody. How's it going? And welcome to the witching hour of the Thanksgiving dinner. Woo! I promise you, I'm not growing back that beard. This is like just a little bit of scruff. Hopefully, that I can get off pretty soon. All right. Now let us make sure everything's working fine. Sort of. I still don't see this in my. Well, then, while we're waiting on the confirmation that everything's working, I'll just go off of what YouTube's telling me that it is working. And apparently, there's new hold potential inappropriate messages for review. We don't do that here. Inappropriate messages, fine, as long as they meet YouTube's standards, and so I don't get uh, demonetized, even though I'm not monetized yet. Flagged. Okay, yeah, it's more flagged. Man, my eyes are red. Whew. Okay, I might need to get my glasses. Anyways, so the itinerary for today is we are doing a spoiler for the new Avengers Endgame and also Shazam. So if you haven't seen that, uh, definitely do not continue because I will ruin these movies for you. We'll start with Shazam first. Shazam was, yeah, I went to go see Shazam on, I believe it was Tuesday. That's why I didn't. Wow, I've been really bad with uploading videos, but Shazam was. I was excited for it. I was kind of interested because it was like DC movies are usually really dark, and Shazam's kind of like really funny because like it's a grown man who's like literally a kid, so or a kid who's a grown man, something like that, or has a grown man's facade, something like that. Anyways, so yeah, so honestly, it was, in my perspective, it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't go back to see it again or anything. It didn't really pull me in or keep me on my toes with what was happening. It was pretty linear and kind of like it had some funny. I heard that it was cringy, but it wasn't very cringy. Maybe I'm just not hip and like not hip enough to know what cringe really is. I don't know, but honestly, um, yeah, that's really all I got to say. Like some of the parts where, like, when they were fighting the final time when he split his power um, with his friends or with his family. Sorry. The one thing I didn't get with that was like, why didn't his power split with theirs? Right? Like, how did he retain the power of flight and flight, lightning, and strength, and then his friends only had a portion of that? Like, from what I saw, one of his friends had flight, one of his friends had strength, one of his friends had, or family, sorry, one of his family had lightning. Another one of his family had speed or super speed. I'm trying to remember what another one had invulnerability, and what did that? What did the girl have? What did the girl have? The um, older lady. I can't remember. I can't remember like the oldest. Or that's what I saw. Anyways, I can't remember her power. I was kind of like, oh, she sort of got the sore end of the stick. Uh, I can't remember what she got. She got a yeah. I can't remember. Huh. Anyways, yeah. So it was kind of weird how he retained all of those powers in him. Though maybe that's how it worked with the original five. I don't like where he got the powers from. Um, maybe like what I assumed happened. It was kind of like uh, the movie the Covenant, like where one when one wizard would die, he'd give his power to another, right, the other wizard, and then he would have his power, right? So I assume that's what happened with five, right? Um, when the old wizard's friends, right? He said he had like four. He had four comrades with him, right? That used to be, but were deceased, right? What I got from that was like they came together, or once one died, he'd give like the power to like the three of them, and then when that person died, they gave the power to the two of them, and then when all their friends died, he ended up with all of their powers together. So it makes sense if he separated, if he gave out all of that power, he would have separated them out again. But I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I don't know. I also didn't like how the sins didn't portray, like the only one that really portrayed what it was gluttony. And the only thing was his mouth was big and it was fat. I mean, so the sin, like with the sins, they didn't really portray them for what sins they were. They pretty just said, oh, this is the sin of envy. This is the sin of sloth. This is the sin of pride, and this is the sin of greed. And it's like, oh, okay. How do you know? How do you know that? Or like, can you show us like, because they had personas, right? They had personalities. They just didn't, right? They didn't even show them in small little bits, right? They could have just had like one scene where like each one could have shown their certain persona. Because usually, like, that's always with everything I've seen, like, that's usually like their downfall, right? Like this sin's downfall is that they're too prideful and don't have any other of the sins. They're too, right? So when they're separated, they're weak, but when they're together, they're strong. So I don't know, but that's actually the cool thing about how they defeated them. He separated them up, right? So, or that's the way I took it. Um, the eye thing, like everything made sense in the, or everything other than that made sense in the movie. Like I didn't really. I'm glad that like they didn't go with the pure of heart method, because then I think he would have been a little bit too much like Superman. you know. And I'm not a particular fan of Superman. He's way too powerful. Shazam. He's powerful, but it's magic. So magic defeat, right? It's magic, and like they said, magic defeats magic. So literally, it's a ton of things that can harm him, like take his power away, yada yada yada, right? So, but with Superman, it's like only in one universe does magic actually work on him, and I think that's an actual thing. But I'm not really a comic books guy. If any comics books guy comes on, definitely let me know. And Kryptonite, which I don't know how much kryptonite there is on Earth, but I don't think there's much. Even in the DC universe, I don't think there's much. What else? About Shazam. That's pretty much it about about Shazam. I was gonna make a video of it on Wednesday, but I was like, I kind of thought, there wasn't much point because it would have been like an 11-minute video. So great, 11-minute video, 2 subscribers, and it's like, meh. I could have, but let's see here. Now on to Endgame. Now that was a sweet movie. I was a little bit scared that Carol Danvers was going to kill Thanos at the end. I was a little bit scared because honestly, like, someone who just had their first movie, who we haven't like 2 weeks ago, that we haven't invested so much time in, if they actually like got a large portion or like a large role in this movie and large enough to actually kill Thanos, would have been disappointing to say the least. So that was good. And don't get me wrong, I really like the character Captain Marvel. Like Captain Marvel, I only know her as the portrayed in the cartoons. So Captain Marvel portrayed in the cartoons are like, she's pretty sweet. I mean, she's kind of like I want to say has Captain America persona after she becomes humbled by being defeated so terribly. So that's interesting. Oh, I'm just looking at this. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe if I. Oh, nope. All right. No, I'm just looking at it here, and screen doesn't take up the whole thing. I just noticed that. I'm gonna take a quick look at that. Okay. There's me. There we go. That's what's going wrong. I see how it is. All right. So I'm just gonna remove that. And hopefully. Nope. All right. We'll have to fix that. We'll have to fix that for later. Next time I'll fix that. I actually didn't notice that my X split was actually doing that. So yeah. Anyways, um, back to that. Hmm. What else can I say about it? Thanos portrayed like destroying the like when he first destroyed all of um, the Infinity Stones. I was kind of like, because they were a temptation. I guess that works with his sort of ideology. His ideology. He was finished, but how? Like, wasn't his gauntlet like destroyed? I thought it was gauntlet was just gone, but apparently not. But um, I don't know. I guess he's not as selfish as I am. So other than that, what else do we got for it? Um, I'm trying to think what other cool thing. Well, the way it ended. I mean, Iron Man. I was hoping Iron Man would kill Thanos. That was that was my thing. I was like, Iron Man's gonna kill Thanos. Like, first, the character from the first movie is gonna be the hero of the story, and I was correct. So Iron Man started it all, and he ended it all. So now I don't know from where they went for how they ended it, where like Thor went with Guardians of the Galaxy, so is he now? So I'm assuming he's going to be now part of like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Um, yeah, hopefully there's going to be a Black Widow movie. That would be cool, but there's not going to be any more of that. I don't know where the story with Gamora and her sister is going to go. If that's even going to go anywhere. Maybe the Guardians and her will meet up and they'll actually like get back together after like some sort of event or something. But I'm not too much of a comics person. Like, I had maybe one or two when I was younger, and they were Pokemon. So I guess you could say I was more into manga. Yeah, manga. Um, but no, I was more in. But I was always into superheroes and all that. But my main thing was Pokemon. So um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah. Let me see. What other interesting spoiler things? Also, like when Iron Man picked up Thor's hammer, that was like, yes, and um, whole theater cheered when that happened. Like, whole theater just broke out in one big cheer, just like, yes, and he just like put the beat down on Thanos. Oh, that was beautiful with Mjolnir. So um, now for me, he gave Falcon his shield for he must have had his shield repaired, or did I am I not remembering something? Because I remember that his shield was like pretty much half destroyed. And then when he handed his shield off to um, Falcon, it was um, new. It looked new. But so where did they find the metal for that? Well, yeah. Where did he find the metal for that? Well, oh no, maybe they got it fixed before he left. Yeah, that's probably what happened. So, but and the big war that like the big battle that happened was sweet. I'm probably assuming the next movie is going to be Scarlet Witch, one of the Wakandan um, guards, personal guards, um, Captain America, or Carol Danvers, and who else? Who else was there? Like they sort of formed a whole. They sort of formed a whole team. Remember um, when Spider-Man had the Gauntlet? Right? There was kind of like a team of 6 of them. But I think I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but I can't quite. Oh, Pepper. So female Iron Man, which I didn't know. At first when I saw it, I didn't know. Like I thought her hair was brown and all that. Like I thought her hair was brown, and because I just got a quick look at her, and I was like, did some time traveling thing happen? Like did the same thing that happened to Ant-Man happen to them? Because like I first a minute there, I thought it was his daughter. I was like, which was weird. I was like, okay, that's sort of cool, but like she's old because I didn't see the blonde hair, and I didn't get a good look at the face because I was paying attention to something else. But I got like a quick glimpse, and I was like, no, that's not Pepper. That's not Pepper, right? Who's that, right? So, but yeah, it's Pepper. So yeah, so it's female Iron Man. Um, oh, and the Valkyrie. I can't remember her name. Valkyrie. Um, that uh, she's an interesting character, though. I always thought it was gonna be like the one thing I sort of know from some of the comics is, or like from what I've seen, isn't like the female Thor supposed to be um, Thor's girlfriend, and then gets like Mjolnir, and then that turns her into like a female Thor? Isn't that how it's supposed to work? I'm not quite, but I don't know. So I guess a Valkyrie works instead. Sure, even though I mean she'd scare the shit. She'd scare the shit out of me. I mean, well, I think she's no Wonder Woman though. I gotta say that would be a good fight to see her against Wonder Woman. Without the Pegasus, definitely without the Pegasus. Anyways, so yeah, that's probably going to be one of the new movies. Like they're going to form an actual team, and maybe like the new Avengers, right? So I'm assuming what that's probably why they like were in the same scene and like posing all together like a team, right? It was kind of like, hey, this is your new Avengers, right? But now that we lost Captain America and Iron Man and Thor, I mean, like there's no Rainbow Bridge anymore, so it's not like, and Thor's are are not around Earth, so um and I'm trying to think. Oh no, I'm trying to think if the Asgardians are actually back to their, not their full strength, but like before they encountered um, Thanos. I don't think so. Hmm. No, I don't think so because I think they were like half of them were killed um, before, or like half of them were killed manually. So they actually got the really raw end of the stick because I mean they're like only they got like halved and then they got halved by the Infinity Stones. So I was gonna say like, oh, Loki's probably still alive, but I think Loki is actually still alive because he's been dead quite a few times. So uh, I think he probably would have had a backup plan, it not being Hulk. Probably, maybe I'm wrong. I have been wrong before. So there's that. Um, but yeah, Captain America with Mjolnir. That was something beautiful. That was definitely something beautiful. Um, hmm. Other than that, I don't have much. I don't have much to say. Tomorrow, so I guess I'll end it here pretty much. Um, so tomorrow, I still haven't figured out why my computer won't like. Keep trying to drag video files from off my phone um, onto my computer. So and then upload them onto Facebook or onto YouTube, and then I was always hoping to be like either like playing them on my desktop, and then showing and then like narrating it, right? So it's like it's going in the background, and then I'm doing a live stream with it right beside, and like stopping and keeping it going, stuff like that. But you can see how that's been going. Um, for everybody who's ever saw my tease animations, yeah, I'll be working on. I'm working on two things right now. So, yeah, I know. Like, for anybody who's like just who hasn't subscribed but is watching, because I have more views than subscribers. So, um, in my first one, I said like one every day, and I was really hoping just to do like a 30-minute one every day, just like boom, 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 get them out, and so it would grow really fast. And also I got to figure out how to do this thumbnail thing because, and then I'll put thumbnails on this because I don't know, it's interesting to say the least. Like some of the, like the conservative party one, and my first one isn't bad, because then first one was just an introductory one. The conservative one, right? Pretty much I just have like the conservative party of Alberta, the United Conservative Party. So why not have me going like this with my Conservative Party shirt, right? That's a little bit more cool. Now the force of habit one is a little bit interesting. I might just draw it. I'll either just draw it for anybody who like watches this. Leave some comments. I'm going to take this thing off. They lost anyway. Leave maybe leave a comment or whatever. Like, would you want me to maybe? I was thinking of like photoshopping something, like I think most channels do, but sometimes I might do that. Sometimes I might just because if I do a lot of videos, like they're just gonna end up looking the same pretty much, like the thumbnails. So, which I mean, it's fine. The like channel's more just like live stream sort of stuff, but I'm gonna try and do like, this is my test baby, pretty much. This is my podcast test baby. So, yeah. And yeah, if anybody watches this later on, if you like animation, I have a channel called T's Animations. Definitely go see that. Can't say my last animation was too good. It was shorter than I anticipated it was gonna be. Like, I made a part one and a part two because part one was taking way too long, and then part two it was over, and like I thought I had a lot more to go off of, and then like I usually do a video of me saying thank you, yada yada, at the end instead of animating it, and it was longer than my actual one. So, stuff happens, but that's okay. I'm pretty much just wasting time. I kind of want to see if anybody's gonna drop by at this point in time or this time at night, but I don't think so. While I have coffee. Right. So tomorrow, yeah, I'm tinkering with the idea of either live streaming it or doing the same thing, like making a video of it, which it'll be like a video. And then if I can't upload what happened on my computer, I'm gonna try my best to upload it on using my phone, since it'll be recorded on my phone. So I'm hoping I can at least do that, then then make it or edit it, make a thumbnail for it, and then something. So hopefully, I don't know if that'll work. We'll see. But this will be cool. Because this is like, I went last year, but I didn't do too much, and because the lines were long, and I was like, but this is gonna be like, there's gonna be LARPing. Well, hopefully, because my itinerary is like, it's packed. Like, this thing is like, There's one thing going on at 11, one thing going on at 11:05, one thing going on at 11:30, one thing going on. It's like I'm gonna have to skip. Like I put a bunch of stuff there, and it'll be everything I wanted to do, and some stuff I'll have to skip, some stuff I won't. But I'm definitely gonna get I'm hoping to get pictures with Christopher Lloyd and lady from Baywatch. Let me see. Let me see. Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson. Yeah. So Pamela Anderson is going to be there. So I'm gonna see if I can meet up with her because anybody who's watched Baywatch is like, honestly, you know who Pamela Anderson is. So yeah, that'll be cool. Like the cast from Shazam and that'll be there, but Doc is definitely the guy I want to go see. Christopher Lloyd, yeah. That's like why I was going Sunday, is because Christopher Lloyd was going to be there today. So what else? Not much else. So yeah, and work schedule wise, for me, it's gonna be a long. I've got a lot of work to do on, and it's gonna be a lot of like late stuff, like working late, and I got, yeah, these two animations things to do. So, and I was very optimistic with doing one every night. So, and I'm gonna try and start making like actual thumbnails for it. So, and taking time on that thumbnails. And they'll probably be like maybe some animation drawings, maybe some just like pictures. It's gonna look a little bit interesting until actually get used to it, and I get until I get actual like comments on this. So, or comments on it back. So, yeah, it's gonna be something. Definitely something. Um, so and then I'm gonna. Well, I was gonna animate on Twitch, right? So I was gonna do my animation live streams on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, like one every other day. So Facebook, it worked okay. Like I got, I didn't get any subscribers, but I didn't get any views from it. I didn't get anything, but I'll keep on doing it for a while. Twitch, I should start doing a little bit more, but definitely on here. I'm gonna. I'm definitely gonna try for Saturday nights. Let's do Saturday nights at midnight. Or no, midnight might be too late for people. Let's make it designated. I'm gonna make a designated time. In the upcoming couple of weeks, I'm thinking about having it on Saturday night sometime. Tell me if that works for you guys. What best time day works for you guys? Because I think Saturday night people are probably just more hanging out. Because like for me, for workday, after a workday, like and this is sort of like a channel where you like it's meant to have a chat, as you can notice that it's mostly just me rambling right now because like this channel is to have conversations on that chat. So since I don't have that, I can't really I can only do so much. But so that's why I'm thinking on Saturday nights. So maybe, I don't know. And I might start doing a gaming segment. We'll see. Like different, maybe try different games. I don't know. Because this is right. Because I want to try all things. I want to, like I said, I'm not really. I don't. I can't say I don't enjoy game. I don't stay with games, but I'm gonna do StarCraft. So if it will be StarCraft, and it will be me sucking a lot. But honestly, I don't enjoy games very much. I used to. Um, or my actually it'll probably be like Halo or something like that, right? I'll probably uh how'd that work though? I'll probably play like Halo on my computer or something like that, right? So something like that. Download it. Um, but other than that, I got nothing. I don't really have one of those. My personality is really I get into something, but I get bored of it really easily. So for games, like even multiplayer online gaming, like it takes a lot for me to be intrigued in something, and that's why like doing this animation thing, like I have to be doing something different. I can't just be telling like stories and animating all the time. I have to be like collaborating with somebody else or like doing something cool with somebody else or like, and it's also my um it's also sort of like a hobby of mine. So it's sort of like a me time. So what I was doing for a while was I was paying way too I was like, okay, I got to get my subscriber count up. Okay, I got it. I got to make sure I have enough views. I got to make sure this right. I want to get monetized as fast as possible. And then it started turning from a hobby into a job. So it was literally like I came home from my job, went to the gym, and had a blast for like an hour. Came home, made supper, watched a little bit of TV, and then went back to work. And then worried about like, am I going to have enough subscribers? Am I doing stuff right? Am I not doing stuff right? Do I need to do more collabs? Do I need to like worrying like that? And it was ruining my love of animation, of this sort of animation. It was, uh, and another one of my thing was like, oh, I gotta get it out in 2 weeks. I gotta get it out by this time. It's and so I've had enough of that. I've I've had enough of trying to get something out in 2 weeks, trying to get something out in like at a certain point in time because I've noticed in my animations when I start doing something and it just becomes like a job or a chore, the quality of my stuff just goes downhill. It just goes downhill fast. I'm not quite sure if that's a lot like the same thing with most of you. Oh, my computer just turned off. All right. I'm not quite sure if that works with most of you or not. And honestly, I'm just wasting time right now. So I'm hoping that somebody comes on, but it might not. Um, and I'll probably cover this in my next segment, maybe tomorrow as well. Um, I'll probably say the same thing, and especially if anybody, like any of my watchers or like anybody from T's Animation comes over, because I think you can definitely see it. Like I was watching some of my videos back, and my first video, like it was really good, and it was mostly just lip syncing, and I remember how fun like that was, and everything, and it's just same with my second video. Even though my second video was like it was weird and kind of like you look at it and it's like what the heck's going on? What the heck's going on? Like what is this all about? It was like that was my first actual story, right? And that was actually pretty fun. I mean, at the end, I was a little bit, and I didn't really know how to move everything, so it looks a little bit weird. But honestly, I'm like, that's when I was having fun with it. I wasn't just worried about subscribers and worried about views and all that. So I'm gonna definitely dial back on the um, trying to promote it as like I'll still promote my videos, like get them out there, but I'm not gonna keep doing these things to and use it as a job. I know a lot of people like if like I want to be a YouTuber, right? Like I want to have these these two YouTube channels. One where I can just talk to people, like just me talking to other people, even if they're not talking back, just talk, right? And one where I can complete a segment and then just talk about whatever the fuck I want. Whatever I want to talk about. Excuse the language. That was bad language. Yeah, you're not supposed to say that on here. I don't think, but whatever. Maybe I've seen that on other channels. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Hey, we got a watcher. Hey, what's your name? Where are you from? I just noticed you. Talking in the chats. That would be awesome. Even though there's nobody else chatting here. Ah, crap, he's gone. Anyways, so yeah, that's more or less it. A little bit interesting. That's all I got. Yeah, so and that's about the animation channel. What's going to happen? It's going to be more or less just a. I'll try to get it done in 2 weeks, but I won't make it into a job to get that video out in 2 weeks. It's just gonna get out when it's gonna get out, and it's gonna be good, right? And I'm gonna do things like I'm maybe gonna try and think up some cool stuff to do with the people on like the animation groups that I've had, right? Like some cool stuff there. Maybe try and do some stuff with them, and we can all post it and stuff like that. But it's more just because it's a hobby, and I'm gonna keep it as a hobby. Same with this. This is a hobby. I have a day job, right? So I know a lot of people are going to be more worried about subscribers, going to be more worried about viewers. Like, look at it. Like, look at the time. It's been almost an hour. I have no chats, and I'm still going. Why? So, right. But yeah, that's sort of my thing. It's sort of, some people have meditation, some people have eating. I have talking through social media, I guess. Yeah. Talking through social media. I have the gym as my sort of release from everything. And I have, even if there's nobody on the chat when I'm on, I know still some people are going to view this, maybe take some stuff away from it, maybe not, maybe laugh at me. I don't know. At least I know that's, whoa, okay, I bumped the desk. There we go. So, yeah. Anyways, after that really long heart to heart, it was like 20 minutes long. Holy shoot. So yeah, tomorrow, hopefully I'll get something, one of those videos out by, by 6. And it probably won't be a live stream. It'll just be a video. Either tomorrow or Monday. I'm not going to set a specified date on when I will do a live stream like every single time. I know on my one channel I do a live stream every Thursday, so I'll try to do that same thing with here and do more and more. But if I'm going to live stream on other platforms, I can really only live stream once a night. So, all right. That's all I got. I thought I had a watcher. Must have scared him away. That's just me. All right. Well, have a good night. Have a good weekend. And hopefully we have at least one chatter tomorrow, or one chatter next time. See you later.